"Father, I want to be like Master Wanyo," the young boy declared, eyes shining with admiration. His small hand pointed towards the serene figure leading the chanting at the village temple. His father, a humble rice farmer, smiled gently. "The path of a Buddhist preacher is a noble one, my son." The boy, barely 8 years old, puffed his chest. "I want to share Buddha's teachings just like him." And so the seed of a dream was sown in the young boy's heart, watered by the chanting of monks and the scent of incense. Word reached the boy that Master Wanhyo had traveled great distances on horseback, spreading the Dharma. The boy, determined to emulate his idol, convinced his father to let him learn riding. He also heard tales of monks enchanting people with sacred songs, their voices carrying the wisdom of Buddha across valleys. Believing singing to be another essential skill, he joined the village choir. The boy's days were now filled with the rhythm of hooves and the melody of hymns, each note and gallop taking him further from his initial aspiration. Years turned into a blur of galloping hooves and soaring melodies. The boy, who once marveled at the world with wide-eyed wonder, now found himself at the center of admiration and awe. Each day was a new adventure, a new challenge to conquer. The fields became his playground, and the horses his trusted companions. The bond he formed with these majestic creatures was unbreakable, a testament to his dedication and passion. The boy, now a young man, became a skilled horseman, his control over his steed admired by all. His prowess in riding was not just a display of physical strength, but also of a deep understanding and connection with the animal. He could anticipate the horse's every move, guiding it with a gentle touch or a subtle shift in weight. Spectators would gather to watch him ride, their eyes filled with admiration and envy. His reputation as a master horseman spread far and wide, drawing people from distant lands to witness his skill. His voice too matured, carrying a resonance that captivated listeners. It was not just the technical perfection of his singing that drew people in, but the raw emotion and passion that flowed through every note. His songs told stories of love, loss, and longing, touching the hearts of all who heard them. The young man had a gift, a rare ability to connect with his audience on a deeply personal level. His performances became legendary, with crowds gathering in ever-growing numbers to hear him sing. He reveled in the praise, the accolades fueling his pursuit of these worldly skills. The applause was like a drug, intoxicating and addictive. Each cheer, each word of praise pushed him to strive for even greater heights. He basked in the adoration of the crowd, feeling a sense of accomplishment and pride. Yet with each passing day, the line between genuine passion and the desire for recognition began to blur. The young man found himself constantly seeking validation, his self-worth increasingly tied to the approval of others. The simple robes of a preacher seemed a distant dream, replaced by the fine silks and riding boots of his current life. The transformation was stark, a visual representation of his journey from humble beginnings to a life of luxury and opulence. The young man had everything he had ever dreamed of: wealth, fame, and the admiration of countless people. Yet amidst all the grandeur, there was a part of him that longed for the simplicity and purity of his past. The fine clothes and lavish lifestyle, while satisfying on the surface, could not fill the void that had begun to grow within him. Yet sometimes, in the quiet solitude of the night, he would recall the serene face of Master Wanyo and feel a pang of guilt. The memories of his mentor, the lessons learned, and the path he had once set out on would come rushing back. In those moments of introspection, the young man would question the choices he had made and the direction his life had taken. The image of Master Wanyo, with his calm demeanor and unwavering wisdom, served as a stark contrast to the young man's current existence. It was a reminder of the values he had once held dear and the spiritual journey he had abandoned in pursuit of worldly success. The night sky, vast and infinite, seemed to echo his inner turmoil, a silent witness to his struggle between material mastery and spiritual fulfillment. Time, like a relentless river, flowed on, carrying the young man further down the current of his life. He married, had children, and found success as a horse trainer and performer. His days were full, his life comfortable, but the whispers of his forgotten dream lingered, growing louder with each passing season. He would see young monks, their faces filled with purpose, and a deep yearning would stir within him. He had mastered the art of riding, the craft of singing. But what about the path he had promised Buddha to walk? The man, his hair now streaked with silver, stood at a crossroads. His children were grown, his life's work seemingly done. Yet a profound emptiness echoed within him. He had acquired skills, wealth, and respect, but none of it brought him peace. The forgotten path, the one leading to the temple, beckoned him with renewed urgency. He thought of Master Won-yo, likely long gone, and the promise he'd made as a boy. The image of the serene monk, a beacon of peace and wisdom, haunted him. He visited the village temple, the scent of incense familiar yet distant. The current master, a young man with kind eyes, listened patiently as the man poured out his story. He spoke of his youthful dream, his detour into worldly pursuits, and the heavy regret weighing down his heart. He spoke of wasted time, of opportunities lost, of a life spent chasing fleeting accomplishments. The young master listened without judgment, his silence speaking volumes. "My father," the young master finally spoke, his voice gentle yet firm. He often shared stories that carried deep meanings, stories that were simple yet profound. One such story has stayed with me throughout my life. It was about a farmer, a man of the earth, who was blessed with many sons. As he lay on his deathbed, he called his sons to his side. His voice was weak but filled with wisdom. He handed each of them a single arrow and said, "Break it." The sons, though puzzled, easily snapped the arrows in two. The farmer then produced a bundle of arrows, tightly bound together. "Now break this," he rasped, his voice barely a whisper. The sons strained and struggled, their faces contorted with effort, but the bundle held strong. No matter how hard they tried, they could not break it. The father looked at his sons, his eyes filled with a mixture of pride and sorrow. "Together," he whispered, "you are powerful. Divided, you are weak." The sons listened, their hearts heavy with understanding. They realized the strength that lay in unity, the power that came from standing together. This story, simple yet profound, has guided me through many challenges in life. It taught me the importance of unity, of standing together with those you care about. It reminded me that no matter how strong we think we are alone, we are always stronger together. My father's wisdom has been a guiding light, a beacon that has helped me navigate the complexities of life. His words, though spoken many years ago, still resonate with me today. They remind me of the strength that lies in unity, the power that comes from standing together. As I reflect on my father's words, I realize that his wisdom is timeless. It is a lesson that we can all learn from, a reminder of the strength that lies in unity. In a world that often tries to divide us, it is more important than ever to remember the power of standing together. My father's story is a testament to the enduring power of unity, a lesson that will continue to guide me for the rest of my life. "Our lives are like the farmer's arrows," the young master continued, his gaze steady. "We are given time and energy, precious resources we can choose to focus or scatter. You possess the spirit, the dedication needed to walk the path of the Dharma, yet you divided your focus. Your energies pulled in too many directions. The path remained unwalked, not because you lacked ability, but because you lacked singular focus." His words struck a chord deep within the man's soul. He finally understood. The man lived out his remaining days in quiet contemplation at the temple. Each morning he would rise before dawn, the first light of the sun barely touching the horizon. The temple grounds, still cloaked in the gentle embrace of night, would come alive with the soft rustling of leaves and the distant call of morning birds. He would walk slowly, his steps measured and deliberate, feeling the cool earth beneath his feet, a reminder of the grounding presence of nature. He never became the renowned preacher he envisioned as a boy. As a child, he had dreams of standing before large crowds, his voice carrying the wisdom of the ages, inspiring countless souls. He would often sit by the window, gazing out at the vast world beyond, his heart filled with a burning desire to make a difference. But life, with its unpredictable twists and turns, had other plans for him. His voice, though aged, found solace in chanting scriptures. The rhythmic cadence of the ancient texts brought him a sense of peace and connection to something greater than himself. Each word, each syllable, resonated deep within his soul, a reminder of the timeless wisdom that had guided countless generations before him. The scriptures became his sanctuary, a place where he could lose himself and find himself all at once. His hands, once skilled in controlling horses, now found peace in tending the temple gardens. The act of planting flowers, of nurturing life from the soil, became a meditation in itself. Each seed he sowed, each plant he tended, was a testament to the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The garden flourished under his care, a vibrant tapestry of colors and scents that brought joy to all who visited. He carried the weight of his regret, but also a newfound understanding. The dreams of his youth, though unfulfilled, had led him to a deeper truth. He realized that the path he had walked, with all its detours and obstacles, had brought him to a place of profound wisdom and inner peace. The horizon, once a symbol of his unachieved dreams, now represented the endless possibilities of the present moment. Life, he realized, was not about achieving every dream, but about dedicating oneself fully to the one that truly mattered. The tranquil pond, with its still waters reflecting the sky above, became a mirror to his soul. In its depths, he saw the reflection of a life well lived, not because of the accolades or achievements, but because of the love and dedication he had poured into each moment. His smile, gentle and serene, spoke of a heart at peace. The sound of the temple's Dharma drum echoed through the valley, a poignant reminder that it was never too late to seek peace, never too late to return to the path. The drum's deep, resonant tones carried with them the essence of the teachings he had come to cherish. Each beat was a call to mindfulness, a reminder to live fully in the present, to embrace the journey with all its joys and sorrows. And so, with each echo of the Dharma drum, he found himself ever more deeply connected to the timeless rhythm of life.